everybody. Yeah, this is Grim. This is going to be a blank screen because I'm just going to be a little bit informative and do a little bit of the story. No, nothing else is going to be said or done. Um, the other ones are going to have a picture. This one's not because I had to re-record it. So if I can find a picture of something to go along with this, I will. Right now, this is going to be the first one. So let's get into it. Okay. In Texas and Virginia, there's this thing called there's an urban legend, it's called the Bunny Man. It's Fairfax County. Document incidents between 1970 and the first on October 19th. Air Force Academy cadet reported Robert Bennett and his fiancee were parked on on a road when a man in a white suit with a bunny ears threw a hatchet through the car window. Nobody was hurt. Now, another one appeared in October 29th. Security guard named Paul Phillips reported a man in a gray and black and white bunny costume vandalized an unfinished home on the same road. Both incidents occurred near Chester Overpass, now called Bunnyman Bridge, in Clifton, Virginia. Of course, you know it grew from there. Now, this was in 1970, and Timothy C. Forbes claimed the Bunny Man was Douglas J. Grifton, an escapee from 1904, an asylum bus crash. This was debunked by Fairfax County archivist Brian Clooney. No asylum existed in Clifton. Lawrenton Prison wasn't built until 1910, and no record Grifton or related murders. The story likely evolved to local teens embellishing the tales. You know how that goes. So, yeah. We're going to get along with the story. We're going to talk more about that, and we're going to start into this. Okay? Let's get to it. So, yeah, we got a client. Okay, where is this client located? Where are we going? Clifton, Virginia. Clifton, Virginia. Yeah. Why? This man's looking for his son. For his son? Yeah. He's nowhere to be seen. He heard stories about, well, this bunny man. Now, there were two cases in 1970 about a guy in a gray bunny costume. Just two reported cases. Yeah, the man was never found. So, he went to go search this man out. The last place he was seen was, of course, the woods. The woods. Yeah, the woods. So, you're talking about that only two incidents. None of them confirmed. One man said in 1901 there was a bus crash and all that. You're talking about that. And there was no such bus crash. They couldn't explain it. And if the incidents took place in 1970, there had to be more cases out there, right? There had to be. The thing is yeah, I know it was just proven that 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 wasn't possible. Yeah, you're up to date, pretty much. Okay, well, we gotta get there. We gotta examine the crime scene. Because there's more. Now, more? Yeah, way more. Okay, well, this guy's son did this, so let's meet up with the client. First things first when we get there. Yeah, right. It's good to see that you're thinking right today and not like the past couple of missions, past couple of clients. I remember the last one I almost lost you. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to be more cautious this time. You're not going to leave my side alone. And if Sophie's going, she better have something on her that's other than her magic. Okay. And you better carry that Glock somewhere you can reach it, not your back, not the back of your shorts or your pants. Fine. I don't like this change. What? You're jumping on me. We're living in the same house. I see you constantly, and I don't want to not see you constantly. Okay. All right. I get it. You sure you get it? Because I'm not so sure that you get it. I get it. You don't want me dead. Yeah, as much as we argue at home, I don't want you dead. We argue, yes, a lot. I know this, you know. There's not much I can do about that. I know that. My issue is that if we go on one of these missions and you don't make it, I'm not gonna have mercy on whatever hurts you. I'm going to straight up just take its head off or die trying. And this guy's a psychopath. He threw an axe through a freaking window at a military officer. And he's threatened a few other people. I know there's more reports that no one's written about. And I don't want to take that chance. I'm telling you this right now, we're not going to take any chances. No one is leaving anyone's sight without a weapon anymore. I'm not having that. I don't care how reliable Sophie's weapons are, her weapon skills are, I don't care. She will be learning how to shoot a gun, and I'm pretty sure Antonio, well, yeah, Antonio can teach her. I'm sure of it. Okay, chill. Yeah, you're right, I do. I do need to chill. I know Sophie doesn't like guns. The thing is that her magic can be way more dangerous than a gun. The thing is that it takes time for her to do her magic, and that's the issue. It takes time for her to do it. There is no quick cast in real life. And for monsters and beasts, that's fine. The thing is that I'd rather her pull out a gun and shoot somebody in the leg, a human in a leg, than her to take 10 minutes to cast a spell to put them on their ass. I'll have a talk with her after this mission. Alright. So, we get there, we do this, we get home safe. Right. And now go dress the rest of the team. Go on, dress them. Fine. Okay. Sophie. Antonio. Yes? Yeah. What is it? Bunnyman. Nah, you guys have some reading to do. You can do it on the plane. We're going to Clifton, Virginia. A missing kid. I think he's missing. And on top of that, this thing's going around killing a lot of what's going on. And I want it to be known that we're there to solve this, get this done, nothing else. Is that understood? Do not put yourself in any unnecessary danger. Let's get on that plane and get there. Right. Okay, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a re-recording. I had to redo this one because for some reason it did not save. This is the first episode. The other one will pick up shortly after they land, and that's where the picture will start showing on the screen. Good luck, good night, God bless.